Hi guys, and welcome to Skya Academy. I'm Marina, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can use Adobe Express to create a video from scratch. So let's get started. For those of you who don't know what Adobe Express is, basically it's a cloud-based application that allows anybody to create social media posts, video banners, and one-page websites from scratch. So this is what the interface of Adobe Express looks like. So under Get Started, you'll see a range of post types. On the top bar, you've got a list of all of these categories. I'm going to go to social media and I'm going to look for YouTube. So under YouTube, there's quite a few types of media that you can create. I'm going to go for a YouTube short, and I'm going to use a Christmas puppy Photoshop tutorial, and I'm going to use a Christmas dog video, Photoshop video to be exact. I'm a big animal lover, so I couldn't resist using these photos, especially of a King Charles Cavalier. I actually had a King Charles Cavalier, which is the same type of dog as in this post, and he was the absolute cutest. So this is pretty nostalgic. Okay, so firstly, you can see the canvas is already the right size for a YouTube short. This is one of the great features of Adobe Express, and for me, it's really time saving. So as the canvas is already the right size, all I need to do is import my video. At the bottom, you can see a timeline. So this box that I'm hovering over is where we're going to insert our video. So now I'm going to click Upload from Device, and I'm going to choose my Photoshop tutorial. And I'm going to choose my puppy Photoshop video. So for this, in the Photoshop tutorial, I've just generated some Santa hats to give the photo a Christmassy feel. I'm going to go through 3 of these generations, each one showcasing a different Santa hat. So we've added this to our timeline. Okay, so once the video has loaded, we can resize this so that it fits the screen size. I'm not going to resize it to its full height. I'm going to leave some bits out, and I'm also going to move the video to the right a bit just to make up for that extra margin that YouTube usually uses. Usually it cuts off your videos if they are flush to the left hand or right hand margin, depending on the way you look at it. So that's why there's a little space on the left. And next, I'm going to change the background color. So to do that, so there's a top tab and there's a few options here. One of them says background color, so just click on this. I'm going to change mine to black, as that's what I use on most of my YouTube shorts. Okay, perfect. Once you're happy with what your video looks like, now you can split it into the different sections. So to do this, it's a little bit tricky, and I struggled when I first used this application. Basically, you need to hover over the timeline and right click with your mouse where you want to split the track. And once you do right click, there is an option to split. So in this example, we want to do this for each hat generation that I create on the puppy. You can also hit the S key on your keyboard, and this should split the video for you. I also struggled with this key, but you can try press it twice if it's not working. That worked for me, and after that just press it once and it works. I'm not sure why that happens, but if in doubt, just press the right hand key and press split. That's what I did for this video. Then you can hover to the edges of each video bit, and you can either drag it out or drag it in to lengthen or shorten that video track. I'm going to shorten some of these tracks and just adjust them so that only that generation is shown in that track. Okay, just checking where the hat generation starts. Perfect. I'm going to try and get them to around a second each. Fantastical. Great. So now we can, okay, so I'm happy with this. Now we can add some text. Firstly, when using text, right at the bottom there's a show layer timing, and you want to toggle that on so that you can see the text timeline over the video timeline. This will really help you see where the text is, how long it's playing for, and if it aligns with your video. On the left hand sidebar, you can find the text option, and you've got a plethora of different things you can do with this text. You can generate it, you have text effects, shadows, animations. So for this, I'm going to write generation 1, and I'm going to select a font type. It does actually suggest fonts to you, which is quite helpful, and I'm just going to go with this. I like this font, this second font, so I'm just going to roll with that. That looks good to me. I'm going to leave it in the color white, and I'm also going to add an animation to this. So you can just click on animations, and I'm going to use in, which means it was going to fade or slide in. Okay, I'm looking at them. I like the drift option, and it also allows you to go left, right, up and down. So I'm going to go with that one. Now, to reuse your text, if you don't want to keep writing the same thing, or you don't want to keep changing the placement of the text, you can just right click on the text and press copy. So so next I've copied the first generation, and then I'm gonna go to my second video frame and I'm gonna paste it here. So I'm gonna change it to generation 2, and that looks good. I'm then gonna go to animation, and I'm going to change the direction that this text slides in. I'm going to do my third generation, just copy and paste, and this one's just going to go down just for variation. Okay, I'm happy. That didn't take me too long. Lastly, I'm going to add some sort of graphic just to show you guys how to do this. So on your left hand sidebar, go to the top and go to search. And this is Christmassy, so I'm going to add some snowflakes. I am looking at the suggestions, and I think the easiest thing to do is go with an icon. I don't really think you can go wrong with this. So I'm gonna just resize this. It's white, but it doesn't really show up against the photo, so let's change it to blue maybe. So you can also sample your photo if you want to have like a theme, or you want the icon to look cohesive with your image or video. I think blue looks fine for now. So I'm also going to add an animation to this. I really like this animation in particular. It's called Bob, but it's very smooth, and yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so now I'm happy with that snowflake. I can again right click and copy it, and I can then go and paste it in that same scene. So I'm going to paste a few of these, rotate them so that they look almost like a pattern. Perfect. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video back, and let's see what we have created. Great, that looks really good. I actually enjoyed doing this so much that I created a second edition or version. So let's have a look at that. So with the second version, we've got slightly different font, and the video is a bit longer. So at the end, you can see those snowflakes have a similar effect. I used a different font with some kind of cool looking graphics. I don't know if you guys think they look cool, maybe not. But yeah, so it's a bit different, and again, you can just go and customize the different layers, and that's it. That's how you can create a video from scratch using Adobe Express. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more content on Adobe Express, then please let me know. I actually really enjoyed filming this, so I might possibly start a new series with Adobe Express. Give this video a like and go subscribe to keep up with my latest content, and I'll see you guys next time.